Tim Black.
Level. And by the way, this whole thing they talk about the white culture and, let me tell you, it's all about the white culture, this, and, we have a problem with this. Every one of these guys, as much as they bash the white culture in America, they only marry white people. Kamala Harris' spouse, white. Ilhan Omar's spouse, white. AOC spouse, white. Every one of these guys, you keep talking about them. They're trying to go to that. It's not working.
Next.
I agree 100%, man. I've had words with Pat Bet-David before on X. He's one of those people that downplay race, right? To the point where he acts like it's non-existent as an issue. Now, it's an issue. It's just not the only issue. But I can say this he's right about. I mean, how many times you going to look at a Democrat who's got all this mouth, and then at the end of the day, they're married to white people. But they want you to think white people are that we need to fight this race battle. But meanwhile, like everything's about that. But meanwhile, they're married to white people and they seem fine and happy. Don Lemon's a perfect example. The guy puts out this clip where he's shitting all on white men and then he goes home to what?
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you. White men, something is broken. Something is cracked deep inside when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence. Are you listening to me? I hope I'm saying it loud enough for the people in the back.
What's that about? Ilhan Omar, same thing. Americans, it's disgusting what Americans have done, and the white supremacy is rampant in America. And then goes right on to a white husband. AOC, yes, the structures of racism is diabolical. We must understand the intersectionality of white supremacy and poverty. And then goes right to the white guy. We even got some commentators who do the same thing. Yeah, we know who you are. Mm-hmm. You don't believe what you're saying. You're saying it because it sounds good to say. You think it's what people want to hear, so you say it, but you don't believe it, or you wouldn't be doing it. So that's the whole point, guys. Family, we all know to be in a marriage is hard. Especially if you choose the wrong partner. So look, it's hard enough to make anything work. I get that. And it's hard enough for the long term. I get that, So I'm not about that, like policing who you marry. But it's contradictory to then, like, to spend your career or spend a lot of time shitting on white people and saying they're ruining it, that they can't be trusted, that they are all these things we gotta, and then you go, then you're with one.
And if you can't make the first basic step to say, listen, if you are in this country and you are not Black, you benefit from a system of white supremacy. It has nothing to do with the hate in your heart.
Just imagine if you were like, I don't eat pork chops. Pork chops is horrible. Then I come over your house and you got a whole table full of pork chops. What's up with the pork chops? Where's the consistency? See, in any other thing, you would understand exactly what I'm saying. It makes perfectly good sense. It's a contradiction for you to be like, white people this, white people that, and then be with white, then marry white people. Not that I give a shit. It's just you contradict you. It would be like me being, I'm supporting Black Americans. I'm advocating for Black America, Black America, Black America, Black America. And then you come see Mrs. Black and Mrs. Black is actually Mrs. White. You be like, what the hell? What the? Go ahead, keep it real. Some of y'all be pissed off as hell. Y'all can see some of y'all unsubscribing right now. Oh, Tim Black ain't real. That brother ain't real. Look at him. Look at him. They do it with impunity. You come see Mrs. Black and Mrs. Black is actually Mrs. White. You be like, what the hell? What the? Like Torre. Torre recently put out a clip where he says he's giving white people the pass to call a black ICE worker the hard R N-word.
So yes, it is okay to call black ICE agents house Edwards.
As if he could do that. And then when you look at his family, he's married to a white woman. Fam. Why wouldn't Toure give all people a right to use whatever slurs about Jewish people? I'll tell you why. Because he's not crazy, that's why. Back in 2014, Toure made some comment on X about Jewish Americans, like Holocaust, and they came out to his ass. He had to apologize immediately. He knows what to do and what he can't do. With us, no respect. Say whatever he wants. So he can say whatever the hell ever he wants to say about black Americans, but he would never say that about Jewish Americans, because he know that'd be the last time his ass would have a job at Rolling Stone or anywhere else. He'd be rolling in front of the liquor store. That's what he would be doing, but see, he's able to do that to us. How can a guy that didn't even marry a black woman be able to tell black people or white people that they can use the N-word, the hard R, on black people? And he still has a job, he still has a following, and the people still support it. I was pissed like hell, because that is such a hypocritical thing to do. So I disagree with Pat Bet-David on some things, but not all things. That's because I'm a human being, he's a human being, and you can disagree with somebody on an issue, but agree on another issue because you want to be unbiased enough to see it for what it is. And I agree with this. I agree. I'm tired of politicians and media faces talking smack about race. Meanwhile, they're getting along just fine. Just fine. Married to mixed race, but spending their half their careers talking about it. So it is what it is. And once again, I'm not policing who you marry. I'm not Dr. Umar with that shit. Do what you do. It's a lot of it's tough to be in a marriage and make it work. So I mean, I give you credit for whatever you do. That's your personal business. But when you be a contradiction, when you contradict your own self, not my expectation, you set the expectation with your mouth, with your rhetoric. You'd set up the idea, this person obviously lives in a black house with a black car with a black wife with black kids wearing a black suit. Watching a black and white TV. Just a black TV. It's not even cut on, it's just black. Then you go over there and it's white as snow. They're playing in the snow. Snow buddies galore. That is a contradiction. Now, if Nick Fuentes married a black man, see, he would be, see what I'm saying? I think Nick Fuentes is homosexual. Nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, it seems to me. That's what I think. But see, that would be a contradiction, and you very rarely see that. You very rarely see white guys that are openly anti-black or have a lot of negative things to say about black people actually married to black people. Very rarely see it, or black women.
I've seen you post fight videos of black people. I've seen you post all of this stuff. I don't. And see most you of them,
I would say most of them, I ripped from other black people's.
I'm not talking
Instagram
about them. I'm talking about you.
I know, and I'm saying most of them I got from other people's accounts.
About them, I'm talking about you.
Because if the shit's funny, I'm gonna post it. If the shit's funny, if the shit's funny or outrageous, I'm gonna post it.
And so deal is, we'll post some white people fighting.
Give me some videos.
No, you can fucking find videos of white people fighting anywhere you want.
Give me some videos.
No way. I'm not accepting that. You can find videos of white people. You are out of your mind.
It's going to ruffle feathers, but it's got to be said. What the hell? Cut the cap. You know, but they are programmed by the Democratic Party to carry a narrative, and when they have nothing else to say, they reach out and they use that and they say things, and they don't even put I guess they think we don't see their Facebook page, or we don't We can't Wikipedia their asses. Ilhan Omar, all this talk, all this smoke. AOC, all this talk, all this smoke for white folks. Don Lemon, all this talk, all this smoke. And just as happy with white people as can be. So which one is it? Become a member of this show. Go to jointimberlake.com.